Brian, just to talk through the game, your first competitive match in charge, I'm guessing there'll be a tinge of disappointment and happiness, because obviously we've scored 2 goals. One of them was a sensational goal, and then we've conceded 5.
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously it's always disappointing to lose 5 goals. I think it's certainly a game for the supporters that tuned in tonight. 7 goals. Defence is certainly weren't on top for most part of the game, but that's the one disappointment, obviously losing 5 goals at home. But again we're up against a very good championship team, a lot of attacking threat, and we were a wee bit makeshift tonight, obviously with Skierk and Ekrapon not being available. Scott Glover obviously dropping out only today. I found that out, with thigh strain, so it left us a wee bit short in the back four. Obviously we were a wee bit makeshift, but I thought that overall, in terms of that, we were okay, considering we were just throwing boys into positions at the last minutes. I think young Adam Fernie came in, 18-year-old right back, and I thought he had the boy done well, so defensively you're not going to pinpoint just the back four. I mean, as a team I think we need to defend a wee bit better in terms of close the space. I mean, Ayr have got a good rotation in the middle of the park, picking up wee pockets. I mean, as I say, I know more from my time at Ayr United, very clever player. Not many players in the championship as clever as him on the ball, and he's taking good positions up and links players in well. So, and they've got a lot of pace in the team. They switch the ball well, Ayr United.
I think that's what we touched on commentary. They switched the ball a lot.
They did,
I think we found it hard to contain, but it's even like they're bringing on players like Dario Zanata who are technically really gifted, and they've got a lot of pace and strength, and it's hard to keep up with that.
No, I mean, they used the switch very well. I mean, that moves us about, and it disjoints your shape a wee bit, and it drags across the pitch. And being a part-time team, it's difficult. But I mean, as I say, they were a threat, as I say, from middle to front all night for us, and even defensively they're a big, strong team, set pieces as well. So, but it's a good learning curve for our young team tonight, and as I say, I think if you look to our back four, probably the average age was about 19 if you're lucky. So, as I say, it's a good learning curve for the whole team. We'll not come up against teams like that, as good as that, in the league next year, that's for certain. So it's another good part of pre-season for us, albeit it's the cup when we're disappointed to lose a game. The 2 goals we scored, as you say, it's always nice to score a couple of goals. And
you'll be delighted with the performance of Matthew Aitken. That was how Scott Chaplin picked out who's his man of the match. I tend to agree. I thought he really came into the game well, and once he scored, he held the ball up really well. And obviously it was a brilliant finish for the second one. Wonderful ball from Aaron Linus as well to pick him out.
No, he was very good tonight. Matt. He took a wee bit to get going. I think because normally Matt is really good in terms of his touch and his linking play, but it was a wee bit. I was thinking maybe one of his nice, but if he adds 2 goals to it, and he had the chances for, I think, maybe in a third. So no, he's done well in pre-season, and he's scoring goals, I think, in every game. So he'll be a big player for us next season, and I'm pleased with that. So as I say, no, I mean, we're disappointed to lose the game, but as I say, we'll pick ourselves up, and the consolation that we won't play teams as good as that in terms of attacking threat against us with our young back four. Hopefully, as I say, when we get a few players back in, it'll certainly help us, and that's, as I say, no slight on the boys who are out there tonight.
And just to touch on the next game, I'm guessing that'll be maybe a wee bit more of a measure for us going into the season. So that's going to be a tough game. That's the type of game you can really see what level we're at. Obviously tonight was tough playing against full-time players, maybe got that wee bit extra quality.
Aye, as I say, when you're playing these teams, any slight mistake you get punished. I mean, you saw that some of their goals, 2 were rifled in the top corner. The one, Scotty wasn't sure, the one that the second goal, I think, was it a cross come short? Or was it, I don't know if that was a cross.
Aye, it was definitely meant. It was a wonderful goal, so we get a perfect line, brilliant finish.
Postage stamp, you know what I mean? It's like, and then the boy, it's went for 25 yards in the top corner again. So, I mean, they don't always go in. But as I say, if you're playing teams a wee bit better quality, then you can't, I suppose, stand off and let them get free hits. But as I say, it's a learning curve for a young team tonight, and hopefully we take lessons from it and we can take that into Stranraer, which is never an easy place to go, especially in a midweek. Especially these boys having to work probably during the day and then having to take time off their work to get down there. So, but we'll just say we'll pick ourselves up. We'll get a training session Thursday. We'll get a bounce game on Saturday as well, which can maybe work on a few things, and then we'll go into the game on Tuesday. Hopefully get down there and get the victory.